Okay,
Wakash.
it start
Yeah,
record now.
yeah,
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yes.
I believe what ISP is pertaining to. I'm not sure in Pakistan. Do you call state or province?
You are talking about the province, or you are talking about the
Province,
offices in the cities? Because
province.
yeah,
A province may have a one city, right?
no, 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 province could have more than one city.
More than one city. Okay, doesn't matter. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I'm just asking whether is it related to, because right now we are just for the branch analysis code, we have the city where our office is located. For
yes.
example, if we have
Mm.
office in Lahore, it is not the province, it's the particular city, and we have office in Karachi. So these the analysis, yeah, you can see that we have in Faisalabad, Islamabad, Karachi, and Lahore. These four major cities, not in Islamabad. It's we don't have office in Islamabad right
Okay.
now.
These
We have three
four
offices.
are these four in one province or they are
No, no, no.
different province?
They are in different provinces.
Okay.
Faisalabad and Lahore in one province, and Karachi is in the other province.
Yeah, as you can see, uh, ISP represent the city of this province, right?
City,
Karachi. Yeah.
Karachi is in separate province than Faisalabad and Lahore.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
as far as I know, they are creating this code is for by province, or you can call it a city also can. It depends on how the operation want to classify. For example, some country, one province is quite a big province, so they can split to two cities. Then they will have a two code or so-called branch for these cities.
I think so. It should be on the basis of offices.
Yes.
It will be clearly defined that how business is generated from this particular office,
Not
whichever
necessarily,
provinces. I'm
because
just telling.
your one office may manage multiple province or multiple cities,
Yeah,
right? So, but in here, you may have a multiple profit center for one office. You get, I mean, it doesn't
multiple.
mean you have one office, you only have one profit center. It's by the location. It's not by office
Okay.
location. Yeah.
It means the profit center is based on the location that
Yes,
where you
correct.
are operating, right?
Yes. Yes, not the office. It's the real province or city location.
Okay, city location that
Yes.
yeah, where the operation is doing in that particular
Mm,
city or province, you can say that.
yeah.
So this profit center, so I just need to input the the city or province that where these are located. So in this template file, import template, so where should I input this here?
The template, I'm not sure, but as far as I can see, ISB should be, I think should be ISL cities. So you can just put ISL for this ISB. You see the column B, ISB, right? All the ISB, I think is the same, belong to the same city, should belong to ISL.
ISB, yeah, ISB
Okay.
is a, yeah,
Yeah, yes, correct.
this
As you can
ISL,
see,
ISL.
one city consists of multiple profit center with a starting of ISB, which means the first three alphabet are the same. Only the last three different. This is to separate the function of each profit center. For
Okay.
example, ISB01R. This means you have a port in for these cities. And then you have a Z is a customs. Anything to do with custom, you use Z. Anything to do with air freight, we use R. The alphabet, the ending alphabet with R is for airport purpose. And for the Z is a custom purpose. Anything ended with A is for agent purpose. For example, one city may engage 2 or 3 agents. Every agent should have each own a profit center. Like it can be 01A for the first agent, 02A for the second agents, and 03A and fourth and so on. Then with this profit center 01A, 02A, you can identify the cost of each agent in SAP. For example, you want to tell the management how much have you spent on agent 01A, right? There's a name, I need the company name of this agent. So you can pull out from SAP 01A total cost is that much, and 02A and so on. And then for this 01A, 2A, 3A is pertaining, they are servicing ISLCT. Then you're able to tell what's the branch P&L in your SAP.
Okay, so it means that the PK subcontract B, C, D is
Yes.
different contractors, and there will
Yes,
be
different agent.
we will mention name in that. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So
I think eventually when you have engage a new agent, you will have to put the name of this agent, the company name of this agent.
so there are only 4 of them in the ISV. If it is more than 4, then
You can
we
create
can
more.
add.
You
Okay,
can
I
create
can
until
create.
99, 99A.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Don't worry.
got it,
If
got
let's
it.
say
So I
let's
just
say some of the code is not in use for many months, you can change the code to another agent. So if you finish the 99A, as what I know, operation they can use back 01A. Let's say you already engage 99 agent and 01A, 02A, 03A have not been used for maybe many years, 2-3 years. Then you can use back.
okay.
It will not crash with your previous data.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So this is the branch wise, and another one is the department. I just need to
Yes.
add the department too. Okay.
Yeah, departments means in the cities, you have office, you have operation department, you may have a sales department, you may have a admin department
Okay.
or HR
Okay.
department. So this is they call call center here. Mm.
Got it.
In fact,
So
in
for the business side, so I think so that for the finance department or IT department, HR department, uh, isn't they are related to, I think so, admin side. I think so they are not related to the functional side, not
yes,
for
yes,
the business side, right? Okay.
they are
So
more
we cannot
related to the
mention.
admin. You're right. But depend on the setup in the country. Some country they may have one city, one IT to to service the HHD or equipment, electronic equipment. So it depends on setup. As long if you do not have the departments in the cities, then it's okay. You no need to put the call center of in the cities.
Okay.
Mm.
Got it.
So normally, as what you say, HR, finance, management department, they are sitting in the main office. We should
Yeah,
use
yeah, they are sitting on the main office, and
yeah.
for all the business activities, we just treat them as an operation side.
Yeah.
So
So
all
for
the
this
business.
call center, the departments you can put under the profit center of PKISBY. Anything ended with Y. You can see some of the cursor pointed at the PKISBY. Yeah, this is
PKISB,
one. Y.
it refers to that the whole province that in the particular head office that
Yes.
finance and
Yes,
IT,
in the
and
head.
they are looking for the all regions. So it means that
Yes.
it represents that PKSBY is represent that
Yes.
this
You're right.
department is related to all provinces.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Okay, got
Correct.
it.
Correct. Okay. So, but in case you have uh, separate department in the cities, then you can use like for example ISB01S. There's a missing, I think missing profit center for the alphabet ended with S. S means a service station. For
You
example, you
mean
may have
the S after Y
no
if they have
no this one.
another?
No, it's at the you can in the row 11 you can insert a row for S 01S. Yeah, here.
Zero
In
one
profit center
S.
or call center file?
ISP01S. It's a profit center.
11 under the business profit center. 11. This
It's
one?
not the department code. It's a service station.
This station. So, can I insert a new role here, represent
Yes,
another
yes.
okay, okay, okay.
Insert the,
So the
yes,
code,
correct. You're right.
okay, so the code, how to restructure the code?
No, not row
Smart,
9. I think it's row 11.
but role 11 is for business.
Yeah, service station
For
for business. For example, you have a service station consists of the operations, for not the operation for them, the business agent, for them to do a sorting and handle the shipments. It's a
you
service station.
mean a new business profit center here,
Yes, yes.
like
Service
this,
station. S
or any S no
S yes,
R?
you're right. You're
Oh,
right.
this one.
Yes,
Okay, okay,
yes.
okay.
It's a service station. You can put Islamabad service station. Wakash, for this in SF we call network code. Okay, for network code definition, you can check with Conan because all these code are created by operation department.
Okay.
Mm.
Which column is this? Is the
We
F?
we call network code in service in SF, but in I think SAP they call profit center.
Mm. Hey,
Okay.
Mohem, because for all these setting like profit center code or cost center code here, they come from the SF business operation application, and therefore it is not quite flexible that we want to name it this one and then they create
Yes.
in that system. We just suggest whether we can create this one and then let them to confirm us. So if you want to create any new profit center or cost center, you can send a request to us first and then we send back to SF IT team to get their comment. Is that okay?
Okay, got it. But for for this particular, C column in the center, can you please explain is it the name of this profit center, or how can I add that which profit center I will be required, because there might be some changes in the future. So this is what does it represent? So can you please explain this column C particularly?
Okay, for column C, this is a name for this profit center. For example, 01A can be 02A can be agent like captain in Captain Express in Pakistan that you use them for the delivery service, or can be another company name. So this is a name of the agent. For the R, for the R is the port of the air freight group that handle the air freight in this city. And for the Z is a can you can name is as a same is a port name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, I will check with the Gunen. So
Yeah, you
he
can check with
might have
Conan. Yes,
he
correct.
might have some idea about this, because these all names or profit centers are totally new for me, because I haven't worked on that. So how uh, how many profit centers we will be requiring in the future? So I will check with him.
Yeah. Okay, you can get a list of profit center that had already created by operation. So I can
Yes,
see their
here already there are profit center in the system, in the SF
oh
business yeah. So we
okay.
extract to them and then send a file to them. And what we ask them to do is to take away those old or no longer used record.
Oh no, all
Huh?
have to be in use. Yeah, as long the profit center is available in operation, then we have to put in. We are not finance is not the department to maintain the profit center, so called.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I mean to remove the old profit center and not build in the SAP because our purpose is to set up in SAP.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a set of a new profit center created in operation. So I think Wakash you can get from Conan, or I can send you later also. But I'm not sure whether this is latest. You can get a latest list from operation.
This file is from 魏老师，因为
魏老师啊，
他说，对对对，他
哦
说旧的已经，他觉得旧的已经 take away 了，但是呢，还是让他们去再决定一次，
哦
是否全都用。对，
哦，不是，因为它会分两个不同的就是 entity。还有一些 profit center，我们现在在顺丰用的，我们会保留在顺丰的牌照下。
啊，对
那很多
对对，
对新的都会放在家里这边，所以他们有一个全新的那个 profit center 已经申请了，然后
哦，
会放在家里。
但是魏老师跟我说，这个应该是如果
申请了
他们看完之后都可以放在他们的 SAP 里边，就算是carry 新的这
，Yeah,
边
can.
了。对对对对对对。
You can see Rebecca, you see there's row 27 ISB01S, so you no need to add in already. See,
Ah,
right?
yeah. Okay.
That's why I wonder.
Ah,
S usually there's a S for this
yes,
profit
yes,
center.
yes.
So what can you
Sean,
see? The
Sean,
full,
can
yeah,
you can we keep it same for this time, and we will add if we need in the future? So because right now this is, you know,
sure, of course. As I
we
explained
can keep.
to I explained to Rebecca, whatever has been created in the operation system, we have to keep the same and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and key into SAP.
Because
Yeah.
we shouldn't remove anything, because anything
Yes.
could be we
You're
need
right.
in the future. So
You're right. You're right.
that's
You're
why.
right. You're right. We don't decide the profit center. So whatever available in operation, then we have to put in the SAP.
Yeah, because we haven't started the whole operation right now.
Yes. Correct.
So we don't know right now that how many things we will be requiring,
Yes. Correct.
and
Correct.
how the SAP system will be operating, and we have no clear picture about this. Not for the
Yeah.
software side, not for the operation side. So we need
Yeah.
to keep all the things same, and if we will need more, so we can add in future.
So currently, you only have a ISB office, or do we have any office in other cities? Like,
We have only three offices.
okay.
Four offices we have just started in Islamabad. So these all are fine, because for the Islamabad, the office is not operationalized yet. In the few days, it will be operationalized. So these three are running offices: Faisalabad, Karachi, and Lahore.
So is Islamabad, Karachi, and
Faisalabad, the first one, and the
Faisalabad. Okay,
last
the first three, first
first
three, right?
one, and the no, not first three, first one and last two.
Last
Islamabad,
two.
we have
I see.
started, but it's not operationalized yet.
Okay.
So in the few days, it will be operationalized. Just for the SF purpose, we have just opened the office there.
Yeah. So which mean all four, because since you say it's going to be used, and this SAP go live is in January, right? So by then you should have office
Mm,
as well.
yeah, we have office right now, but
Mm.
just we have rented right now, you can say.
Yeah, as long as you have a office, you have a cost, right? You have probably a manpower. Even though you don't have operation, all the
In
cost that
Islamabad,
incur, you
yeah,
will.
in Islamabad, there will be only one person who will be who
Mm,
were recording, who was operating remotely there.
sure.
But
And
for
one
the
thing,
SF side,
I'm not sure how you're going to allocate the cost. For example, you may have office in Karachi, but this Karachi consists of the IL and also the international express, but you're only paying to one vendors, right? You can't create an AP in SAP and also AP in your Sunsex system because the payment only one. So how are you going to allocate the cost? This you have to You have to
You're talking
consider.
about the branch wise, that how am I going to allocate that?
Yes, yes. You are
Yeah,
using the
for
existing
the
office for to running the IE business, right?
yes.
But this is pertaining to two different accounting book, and and if these two different accounting book, you you can't simply credit AP to two books, right? Because you're only paying to one vendor, one landlord.
Yeah, as the example of you're talking about the clearance agent, for example, and we have only one clearance agent for all the region. So how we are going to allocate that? I need to check with this because in the in the other side, in the IFF side, so we have
Mm,
totally separate entities and separate jobs.
yeah.
So we will check with the custom clearance. Hopefully, they will, issue us the separate invoices for the separate regions so we can allocate them easily.
Yeah, in this case, you have to pay out from SAP book for IE purpose and pay out from Sunsex book for the IF purpose or IL purpose. Become you need to have two kind of invoices from one agent.
Yeah, for the three invoice or four invoice, it depends on the branches. So I need to check with him that he can do this or not.
Yes. Okay. So at least you're clear. This is two different books. And is let's say you have some share cost that you cannot be paid to, or you cannot have two invoices. It will be good to have do a allocation. Means your current system will treat as a owner of these expenses. Then you do a intercompany transaction between SAP and also the Sunsex book. You get me? Which means you have a amount owing to Sunsex book, and in the Sunsex book you have amount owing by SAP, for example. So when you merge these two together in your balance sheet, it should be net off effect. It should be netting off because you are running one entity in two accounting book. So you have for the allocation purpose, you probably have to do this kind of intercompany transaction.
Mm, need to check this.
Yeah,
You are talking about this. It becomes so much confusion that, for example, you're talking about the SAP and Sun mixing together,
yeah.
right? So we
No, you
need
have
to
two
have
separate book,
yeah,
two separate
there
book.
will be two separate book, two
Yeah,
separate financials. So we need to have one merged financial for the audit purpose, right?
yeah. You because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need to
I will
record
be,
the
yeah,
cost of the IE business, but this is a share cost. How are you going to record the cost in two books?
yeah, because I've no idea about it, how this will happen. because, because at
Yeah,
first I need to check that SAP system and how it will, operate, and what the financials it will be there, and how we can merge this.
yeah.
So I need to check with the Catherine that how she can suggest about this.
And okay, that's separating. I just want to share with you for all the costs that incurred in the SAP book, you have to take in the profit center. Okay, it's go by the location. That's have to take note on this. If there's a cost that you only receive one invoice, but for multiple profit center or location, you need to allocate the cost and input to SAP by using the allocate the cost to the multiple profit center.
Can you please just explain that the procedure? For example, you're talking about the cost center where we will be recording all the
Okay,
entries, right? The JV and PV and RVs, right?
yeah, I'm talking about the direct cost. I'm not talking about
Okay,
the
okay, direct cost.
management
So,
cost. Yeah, for example,
okay,
you have the direct cost from agent called Captain Express. Okay, they only bill you by every bill, like house every bill, and they probably did not record the service by your network code. You get what I mean?
okay,
Because they only tell you, okay, I help you to deliver the shipments 100 every bills. Okay. But in these 100 area bills, maybe 70 service is pertaining to ISB or cities. Another 30 belong to KHI, here we call KHICT, right? So you need to split the invoice to
Okay, got it.
two profit center.
Okay. So if
Yeah.
the agent or the particular clearing agent, if he will provide the invoices separately, then it's going to be easy. If he does
Yes,
not, then we need to split it according to the the data we have and
yes,
according to the manifest we have, right?
yes. I will say if you expect the agent to split the cost, is quite difficult because they, like for example, custom clearance, they may clear the custom by master area bill level at one cost. How you want
Okay.
them to split the cost into ISP or KHI, because it's under one master. The
So
one
it
master
means
may consist of 100 area bills.
okay. So it means we are talking about the first we need to record the direct cost in the cost center and then it will transfer to the profit center.
No, both are profit center and cost center are recorded concurrently. For example, this is a direct cost. All your cost center you should recorded under operation cost center. So that's for this fixed already. Anything to do with the agent cost, custom clearance cost, or air freight cost, all these are belong to the operation cost center. Okay, but with this operation cost center, you have a multiple location. It could be ISP, it could be a KSI location.
Okay.
You understand?
So, no, sorry, sorry, I'm not getting these two
Okay,
difference, the cost center and the profit center.
you
Because
don't
the
get.
cost center, we will record if there will be only one invoice for the one region, right? For the cost center, I'm talking about.
Let me check with Rebecca. Rebecca.
Yeah, yes,
Here on top is the cost center, bottom is the profit center.
yes.
What's the main difference for the two same network code?
Network code. You
You see
mean
the cost
the
center ISB01R, and we have profit center ISB01R as well.
mm, 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 mm.
Why there are
Okay.
two same?
Okay, as far as I understand from Wei Lao Zhi, he said for all expense for the course, when the data goes into SAP, it will pick up the cost center to
Okay,
get the relevant information on the
okay,
right.
okay,
Okay, when the data, financial data, is belongs to the revenue, it will pick up the code in profit center and then map the relevant information on the right. So usually usually call center and profit center work in pair. Okay, one call center must have relevant profit center to match. You cannot have one call center but no profit center to attach to. Okay, no. Now, one call center must have a profit center to attach to. So here you can see that in the cost center file here, each cost center code you need to map to column K, relevant to which cost center code. For easy matching, they usually one code match to another, okay, under the same structure. Okay, or in some special case, let's say one profit center, but I want to link up with many cost center. In that case, like the call F here, functional cost center. Okay, one profit center you want to map to various cost center because they are relevant to different department code. You can set up this way. Okay, the concept of this one can apply to business cost center. You know what I mean? So for the cost center, mainly you need to identify each of them belongs to which department that I color in uh, orange, yellow here. You need to fill in. All these input is just my suggestion, a sample record to you. If you don't think they are applicable to you, just update it.
Okay. I understand the concept of the department code, or you call cost center. Okay, so which mean like, I have a cost center, because here there are two different cost center. One is the department code, and the cost center is the like similar to the profit center. So we are confusing what is the difference between the profit center and cost center here, since
Because
the cost center and the profit
mm,
center, they are mapping to the same code.
or say they carry different setting. For the cost center, it just carry, which is relevant to our care logistics reporting purpose. It just
Mm,
map to the department. But for
okay.
profit center, not only the department, but also map to the branch and warehouse analysis.
Yes, we understand
Yeah.
the profit center and the cost center, but you have another cost center which is using the same network code as per profit center. You move down. You move
Mm,
down. Move down.
move down the cost
Yeah.
center file.
Yes. Yeah. Move
Okay,
move
okay,
down.
down.
Yeah. See, these are the cost center.
For business, yes.
Yes. So this cost center and the profit center are the same. You see, you map to the same profit center. So what is purpose? Can I have a multiple cost center for one profit center?
Yes, because I'm not quite sure in reality how it behaves, but let's say for this KHI01, this one. If you want to map to multiple cost center into one profit center, you can set up this way. But the purpose is because maybe it belongs to different department. This one belongs
Mhm.
to the operation. This one belongs to the sales and marketing. I'm not sure. So if there is anything not the same on the right hand side, you need to create a new code to serve this purpose.
Uh, Sorry, because I in SF we only use the cost center, which is the department code, and also the profit center we call network code. We only have these two code, but in SAP you have another cost center which different from the department code. So that caused a bit confusion to me as well.
Rabika, I think so. You're
Mm.
talking about the cost center is only related to the department code. We cannot add the branch code in it. That's why we just we have the separate file, uh, profit share, where we can have the branch code. So
No,
I think so.
it's
I think so. There is only one difference in these two files. That is the department code and the branch code. That's why it is
Mm.
the separate files. Is it?
Let me get you some other countries example to you for one profit center mapped to various cost center. Please wait. But before for that example, I can provide to you through email later because for the purpose of this discussion meeting, I want to explain the things, the information that you want to fill in to us because for the sample thing, I can send to you through email to show you. Is that okay?
Yeah. The list of the cost centers and profit center options you're talking about.
Okay lah. Let's say for cost center that we ask you to submit, okay? Again, for the upper part, which is for functional, which means most likely you fill in some admin expense or staff cost salary, you will pick the cost center for this record. And
Okay.
what you need to do is to input the relevant department information here. Okay, the things that I want to draw all your attention, not just Pakistan, but also Vietnam or Sri Lanka, is the department code here. Okay, what I should input, you can refer back to the worksheet here. Okay, there is a worksheet called department. You can refer here. Okay, for any department that not list here, but you want to add, please tell us and we will tell you whether we add it or you choose from the existing list. Okay. And another thing is for the department code here,
So
okay, for the coding, sorry. Yeah, you go ahead. Oh, okay. For the department, sorry, any question?
I think it's a background noise.
Oh, okay.
Some, yeah,
Okay. Okay, let's
just
continue.
ignore.
Okay. For the department analysis here, okay, what we want to emphasize is that for the code start with OP, okay, OPCA, OPCS, or OP here, operations. The cost that you map to this department, we will later on classify as direct costs or the direct operation costs in the P&L. Okay. For other code which is not start with OP, okay, when these costs post into SAP and finally to generate the P&L report, they will be classified as admin expense. And therefore, most likely for the staff cost, let's say I have the customer service staff cost involved, but this customer service staff cost I want to show in P&L direct cost pass, direct operation cost pass, then you should choose the OPCS. Okay, in this case, you should choose OPCS for direct cost customer service. However, in another case, let's say the customer service staff cost I want to classify as admin expense. If this is the case, then we will recommend you to choose sales and marketing, okay, which will finally classify these customer service staff costs to the P&L admin expense part. Okay, so this is what we want to draw your attention when you fill in the department code here. Okay, for both cost center functional or cost center business. Okay, but for the direct cost or admin cost, it most likely just impact to the staff cost related item. For other item, should have no impact. So just would like to draw your attention on this. And
Hi,
then,
Rebecca, question.
yes. Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
okay. As far I know from CJ team, at the
mm,
beginning they do not have so many departments. So probably they have
mm,
one or two staff. They have a multifunction. So with this,
multifunction.
yeah. So with this multifunction arrangement, which department should they use?
Then I would recommend that based on the direct cost or admin expense rules to judge. Let's say all his work, even though involve management and then accounting and then human and resource, and then he just pick one of them is his that staff major function, maybe the management. Then pick this one, and it should be fine because finally this salary will fall into the admin expense.
Okay, for their side, the customer service and operation are probably
Mm.
the same person,
If the operation,
the customer
no,
service.
if the customer service finally, as per what we described, will finally fall into the direct cost, then I think he can choose either OP or OPCS. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, because finally still fall into the same category in the P&L report.
Radhika, I have a question
Uh,
that you are talking
uh,
about the direct cost. That if there is a direct cost, we need to select three
OP's
charge. Yeah,
prefix.
OP, OPCA, and OPCS. For
Yes.
example, right now we have only operation staff in the SF, which are one is for the customer and one is for the operation. So the department code that should I select the OP for that their salaries, or we will go for the admin side because they are related to operation, or we can use this department codes only for the the direct cost what we are recording, for example customer clearance cost or the courier cost or any sort of which is related to particular business, the direct cost. So we can we use the salary expense of the operations, the department code of OP, OPC or OPCS, or we will go for the other sites?
Sorry, because the background is a bit
Can you hear me
confusing
now?
that I'm not. Yeah. Please repeat.
Yeah, I'm just asking you that we have two persons in the SF side. One is looking for the operation and second one is looking for the customer care. So for the
Wait a
direct
minute. Wait a minute. Two staff. One is focused on the operation,
operation,
and the other is
customer care,
customer
customer
care.
service, yeah, customer
Service.
service, you can say.
Okay.
Okay. So for their salaries, should I should I select this OP option and OPCS option, or these two department codes are only related to the direct cost, which we are talking about the, for example, the direct cost of customer clearance and other things.
Mm, okay. Uh, I would say that
Because
at the
because
moment,
right
yeah.
now for the operation salaries or any expenses related to operation, we always select the OP
Mm, okay. I was.
other than the direct cost. For example, if there is a
Mm,
salary or if there is any sort of expenses which is related to particularly operation, so
mm,
we will select always OP. And for the
mm,
admin side, which is related to admin expenses and the admin salaries, we will select the HR option, which it is mentioned in the HR, human resources and management. So
mm,
I'm just asking you that this OP and OPC and OPCS is only related to the direct cost,
mm,
the which is totally related to the business, or we can select this department cost code for this operation related, you can say, the background back supporters of this business, the
mm,
operation person, so we can select that department these department code too.
mm. I would say that at least you can clearly identify each staff function. Okay, this one is for operation, another staff is for customer service. In
Yeah.
this case, you should choose different department code for them for their staff costs. But what Sean described previously is just one staff. It process of multiple function, both operation and customer service. In this case, we then think about the complexity because if one staff have multiple purpose and you need to break into all these department, maybe too many works to you, and therefore whether it is justified or the materiality enough for you to identify each function and then to assign the portion of his salary into it, then we think it is not necessary to do this way, too detailed and uh, uh, not quite efficient, effective on the reporting. And therefore, in such case, which means one staff involve multiple function, then I would say, then based on his major function to choose the department is okay because another is not quite material in the reporting point of view. But in your example, if the staff, just one staff, already clearly that can identify into different department, then you should do it this way.
Okay, to select
Yeah.
the OP for the operation person, OPCS for the
Yes.
customer service. Okay, got it, got it.
Yes. And back to the cost center here.
Hi, Rebecca. May
Hi.
yeah. So, uh, sorry, but I want to summarize some my concern that for operation for OB for OBCI and OBCS, maybe you will create a functional area is indirect cost, right?
For all these OP
Yes,
prefix,
yeah,
okay, um, they will go to the direct operation cost.
and how about CA and CS?
Wait
OBCA
a
and
minute.
OBC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks,
because
because we base on the prefix to determine, while others will treat as admin expense.
Mm, but in the Oracle system, we also have indirect code for CICS and OP.
In this case, let's say, for example, for the customer service, if you want to classify into admin expense, then I would recommend you to choose sales and marketing instead, which is non-OP prefix code. Because again, when the department code here cannot fulfill your situation, you can raise to us and then we suggest a code to you, whether it is a new code or the existing code, but for different purpose, we can further design. But just based on the existing rules, if you can choose, then you can choose based on these rules.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just only can choose based on this rule, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you
Got it.
can see this one. This one is very uh special one that can represent the situation. Okay, for some admin nature, okay, admin nature stuff, but the sorry, for some very operation nature stuff, but the financial controller tell me this one should classify as admin expense, but not the operation direct cost. Then for this one, I will create another code for them, which is operation but admin nature, and finally fall into the admin expense type in the P&L report.
Mm.
So let's design if you have this case.
Because like your manager ops operation, I don't think it will be classified by direct operation cost,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Because
Yes.
if the manager of operation department, he or
Mm,
she
mm, mm.
will inject the admin operation.
Yes, yes, you can
Yeah,
choose this one.
yeah, yeah.
Mm, mm,
Because
mm.
yeah, it's okay.
Okay, okay.
Rebecca,
Yes, yes.
Sri Lanka and Pakistan, there isn't many department for IE business. So can I suggest to use Malaysia as a standard department to create in SAP? So in future, they are more clearer and how to define the departments. Then they can request for the additional one instead of they ask them to create and not to think of what to do on this department code. So they
Mm,
may not have any idea at this moment. Since
mm,
Malaysia is a full department and set up in SAP, can we do the
mm,
same
mm, mm.
first? This is my suggestion.
Or I would say I can show them the Malaysia current setting and for their reference, because still for this kind of design things, SFIT team needs the country representative to submit the request, but not we assume them use this and then submit the request. You know what I mean? I can
Yeah,
show them the
understand.
Malaysia, yeah, the
Yeah, I
Malaysia
can show them.
existing,
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
yeah.
I think show them the full setup that you have in the SAP. At least they have some idea how other country do, and
Mm,
they may not be used by them for now, but at least they can create this department code first until in future, if it's needed, they may need to apply, or they can use the existing one. Yeah,
yes,
that's just
yes.
my
Okay,
opinion on
okay.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, agree. So for the department explanation, that's all. And then you can see two area. I also mark the orange, yellow orange color. Why is that? Because seems like they are required by the SAP itself, which means from the SFIT team. Hey, Sean, correct me if I'm not correct. These two are mandatory when they submit the call center information, right? They cannot leave blank, right?
I sorry, I don't know about the SAP setting really.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know
Because
really.
for this one, functional area, you can see these three types. Do you have any idea what is the purpose of them?
For as far as I know in SF, they split the cost into direct cost, selling and marketing expense, and also the admin expense. So these are the three major category as per existing setup in SF Oracle system.
So for
mean,
reporting
yeah.
purpose only.
Yeah, for the
Reporting
P&L, we for the P&L can clearly see direct cost, direct expense,
Oh,
selling and marketing,
oh,
and also the admin expense. So these are three
oh,
category
okay.
we have. Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe similar to what we just described, but because for carry, many requests change every minute, so maybe they want to break into different detail department. Not sure. Maybe they have this request one day. Therefore, we
That's why you
try to break
mentioned.
into.
As just what you mentioned just now, for all the OP prefix, you should
Yes.
select the 240 2000. You go back to the
Yes. This
okay, go back
one.
2000. So for selling marketing, you can select 2003. Anything other than these two, you select 2400.
Oh,
Based on
okay.
your this is what I think based on your explanation just now.
Okay. So maybe I add the explanation here and then send back the email to recommend to remind them when they input this column. Yeah, here. Okay.
I think why not just do a mapping, just to do a VLOOKUP mapping will do. For example, you can at this department code, you go to the worksheet department code. Yes. So at the column C, you can put this code inside the 2000. So when you select the department, it will automatic it will automatic map this code in your this main page. Rather than they select my suggestion, I think
Okay.
they may
Agree.
select wrongly, so it's better to do this.
Yeah, because for the country that we call this discussion meeting, maybe I'm not sure whether they are familiar with SF operations. So maybe this approach can assist them to complete the file and send back to us. But let's put into it, and see if they have any other comment.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Rebecca,
Yes.
in the future in SAP system, we will remove indirect cost. Yeah, we will.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, so in the near future, when we use SAP system, we we will not use indirect cost anymore, right?
Indirect cost.
Yeah, we will not create the indirect cost anymore because some expense like customer affair and customer service in Oracle, in current Oracle system now we classify them like indirect cost, and now we put them only into the direct cost. So
No. If in Oracle,
Rebecca, allow me to explain to him because
okay.
his idea is about current setting in Oracle compared to the
Yes.
report. As you can see in the Oracle, although it's classified as indirect, okay, but you look at the P&L, that we have in the Oracle. So we mainly classify into three category. I mean, like as I mentioned, the direct cost, selling, marketing, and admin. So there isn't any indirect cost in our P&L statements. Yeah, I know your, you know, when you see the accounting code, there are four category: direct cost, indirect cost, selling, marketing, and admin. Right? This is what you're trying to ask. There are four category in Oracle accounting code setting, but in our profit and loss statements, we only classify into three. There
yeah,
isn't
so
four.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Understand?
Got your boy,
Okay.
got your boy. I feel okay.
Okay, so for this call center category, this one, Sean, do you have any idea? Or I just think just based on the nature of the item and then fill in one from these four choices. Do you think so? No
This is the department
special.
code, is it? Is this the department code?
This is the category of the call center.
The category of a cost center.
Yeah, because for carry reporting, we won't focus this part. So just wonder anything that maybe for SAP or for other
No,
area that will.
sorry, I have no idea on why
Oh,
they set up in these 4 category.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Then
sorry
I
about
just
that.
ask them to based on these choices to pick one of them.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's okay. I think it's okay.
Hey, sorry, can you say that again?
I think the cost center category is okay. We
Oh,
just
okay,
can
okay.
customer service management operation.
Oh, okay. Now this one is for Pakistan. For Sri Lanka, actually almost the same. So I'm not going to spend time to describe the same thing again. Wait,
Rebecca, just now you say the
Okay.
cost center category, the 4 category, what are the main purpose for this? If we select
I
wrong,
don't know. I don't know. 魏老师说的，我们这里家里不用的。
I also don't know why they
Okay,
set
this
into this
file
4.
is for Sri Lanka, so the same concept apply. So if you are okay, then I will move on to the profit center file because for the cost center, the explanation apply to all country. Is that okay?
Sure, Rebecca, that's okay.
Okay, okay. So we move on to the profit center. Okay, for the profit center, again, we pick the Pakistan for the example. For this one, profit center, we will apply 2 more analysis, which is mainly for carry reporting. Okay, scroll to the right hand side. Okay, the first one is branch L8, branch here, and then L1 warehouse, and then the department, the last row on the right. Okay, we briefly discussed this branch at the beginning of this meeting. But I would say because all these 3 countries, Vietnam, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, you also use Sun System for your another business like Freight or the Carry Express. So for the branch concept, they are the same. So I'm not going to spend time to describe this one, but I would like to draw your attention that what if, okay, for one item, it breaks into 2 branches. Okay, if this is the case, then you need to judge whether you will put the large, the major part as a branch, or you need to break into different profit center. Okay, and each of them represent different branches. But again, if you meet this case, let us know it, and then we discuss, and then to get the final decision. Okay, so logically, one profit center will have 1 branch to indicate in this point. Okay.
Rebecca, do you
Yes.
mind to explain in carry definition of branch? Is it province?
City.
City.
Yes. Or say because we will have a branch, the P&L by branch. So most likely it is talking about the P&L by city.
But as far I know, like in Malaysia, they call branch is a province, like Johor Bahru is a province, but Johor Bahru
Also,
there's a
or,
Johor
or, or
Bahru.
the district, I would say the district because or can I interpret as province is more large area than a city?
Yes, larger.
Yeah. So
So
they
branch
will
is
pick
a
the
city.
or
For
say the more representable area of the district. Because sometimes it's the
Mm.
city, sometimes it's the province. It depends of the situation. So it will say branch, but not the city or province directly.
Oh, yeah, because we need to know the relationship between carry branch and also the SF network code. So how
Yeah. Yeah,
how should
or
we?
say for all these, mainly is produced the P&L respectively, and therefore for whether I put this city or province into the branch analysis, it will depend on whether each each factor can generate both profit and cost. Because for the city, let's say I just have cost on this city, but not the revenue, and therefore it cannot produce a meaningful P&L, then we will not do it this way. But maybe to include a larger area like province, then I can have the revenue and cost, and then I can produce a meaningful profit P&L report. Maybe the concept like that.
See, normally who will decide the branch in the country?
Normally, our financial controller.
Oh, so you mean in carry HQ will
Yes.
decide? Okay,
Yes.
not the
Yes.
local finance.
Not no, because all the reporting requests is from the FNA HQ.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then for branch, do you have any other query to other colleagues? Is it okay? And for the city here, I think to avoid the confusion, I will remove the color because carry mainly to use the LH column. This one. Okay, and then for the L1 warehouse, because I understand not all of you, the IEE business involve the warehouse. The warehouse, which means it will generate both profit and cost, profit and the revenue and cost. Okay, if the warehouse, in your case, is just generate the expense, then this is not what we are what we want to capture. Okay, we want to capture the situation that the warehouse that you indicate can have revenue and cost, and therefore can produce a meaningful P&L.
Sorry, Rebecca, but
Okay.
I'm not sure that the SAP system will be applied for SF in Vietnam or will be applied for KLN for international express development of KLN from January 2023.
For this one, I also have the same query and asking our management. I think they will have some internal discussion and then get back to you this part because previously for the Vietnam KLN distribution for this entity, previously they are considering to migrate to Sun system, and then for some reason they want to put it on hold first. And then I'm not sure whether one of the factor is it will have a IEE business.
Because
Also, yeah.
you know that currently SF Vietnam is in charge of warehousing service, and that's either for SF Vietnam entity, not for IEE, not for International Express Department of KLN Vietnam. So
Mm,
and in the near future, I don't
mm,
know that SF Vietnam is SF Vietnam, a separate entity, will also apply the SAP system, or just IEE department of KON's distribution Vietnam will apply SAP system from January 2023.
I note down this point first and then get back to you later because your case is a little bit special.
Mm.
Okay.
because I'm just I just have some concern because maybe in the near future some service like warehousing service also keep by SF Vietnam, not transfer to IEE department. Just some concern like that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I note down first. For the case that you mentioned, SF Vietnam,
Yeah.
okay, have warehouse business.
Yeah. SF Vietnam will have warehouse business.
Okay, and for KLM, we have IEE business. Right?
Yeah.
And you're wondering whether this part
Yeah.
will transfer.
Yeah. I don't know this work warehousing business transfer to IE of KN or not. Yeah. Sure. Your document
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay. I note down first, and then maybe because for this one, SF not really belongs to KLN, so maybe I just draw my management attention first and see whether they have any idea how to start the topic with the SF, etc.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, so back to the profit center here. Okay, we have explained branch. Okay, and then the warehouse. And again, for warehouse, our definition is for the item that can classify into revenue and cost, then you can use this warehouse analysis to indicate your warehouse location. Okay, so if you have this case, let me know it, and then I will further discuss to you how to assign the code, because right now no code is assigned in our template.
Yeah. Because up to now we also don't have the specific code for warehouse service. We also don't have.
Okay. And then for the department, I'm not going to repeat because just the same concept when we describe the when we explain the call center file. But I want to draw one more thing, which is the final thing. Okay. When you post journal in SAP, no matter the journal is from the front end system or you post into SAP manually. Okay. One more analysis you need to indicate. It is called L4 business segment. Okay. For this one, for the colleagues who have the experience in Sun System, just the same as L4 revenue type. Okay, but this is for IEE business. Okay. And for the item that you will choose from this business segment, it has the IEE XP, which means IEE sorry, which is IEE X8, which means IEE export. Another called IEE XI, which is for the IEE import. Okay, and then the IEE local delivery and distribution and the trucking. And finally is the IEE warehouse. Okay, L4 business segment. Every journal which is hit the P&L effect, you need to input the analysis to analyze the nature of the business, export, import, local trucking, or the warehouse. And finally, based on this business analysis, business segment, you need to produce this kind of P&L analysis report to our carry headquarter. Okay, for this report, okay, you can see the inbound operation, which means the import. the outbound operation, which means the export, and then the warehouse and local trucking. Okay, you need to produce this report. And therefore, since you know the layout of the P&L that we need to submit to our headquarters, maybe when you back to one step, okay, when you input the journal, you will realize how or under what situation to choose what kind of business segment here. For this one, is it okay to you all?
Rebecca, a question.
Mm,
John here.
yeah.
If in the event that the direct cost is mainly for the share cost, for example, the rental of the service station. So
Mm,
this rental service station consists of the domestic, export, import. So do
mm,
you mean when they record the rental cost, they need to allocate
break.
to these three business segment?
Yes.
Any specific cost driver that laid by the carry HQ? Like for example, do they go by the space or go the area or go by the revenue or go by the shipment quantity to allocate the cost?
For the basis that they calculate the allocation, actually headquarters don't have much policy to control, but they will pass to the local FNA to make the decision.
I see.
Mm.
Okay, how about do you mean all type of the even the stationary purchase, and as long it's touched on the cost, we have to allocate by these four segments?
Well, I would say that because you can see finally you need to produce this kind of report. If that cost part is very fundamental or material, then you should think about to do the allocation. If they are just a very small amount, then I think you might just pick one of the category, and
Okay.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, understand.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So for the profit center and the one more analysis called L4 business segment. For other colleagues, do you have any question? Okay, if no or not at the moment, doesn't matter. You can send me email. What if you think of any other query? And if this is the case, then based on the file that I sent to you, you can review it again and then to update it and finally send us back the file. It is better to send us back before this Wednesday, which means today is Monday. Okay, this Wednesday because SFIT team is chasing us for the results and then they will upload to the SAP the UAT enrollment for your training next week. So please try to fill in as soon as you can because at the moment just for the UAT purpose. And what if during the training you find out something is not proper or something is not correctly set up? Doesn't matter, and we can fine tune later on.
Sorry, is the training next week? Because I have not received the latest schedule.
Next week because of you.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the schedule changed. I did not receive any email yet.
Oh, then
Yeah.
maybe I reconfirm Esther.
Yeah, thanks.
And
Because
yeah,
I told Esther if possible to change, but
yeah,
thereafter I don't receive any latest schedule.
yeah, should be next
Yeah,
week.
thanks.
Yeah, I remind
Rebecca?
her. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, Vikas here. I just want to know that the last column is related to only business segment, right? The profit
The
share
last.
loss.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. The profit center. Sorry.
Profit center loss column. Yeah, this one.
The last column is for department. Actually, for this L4 business segment, at the moment, it is not it is not put in the cost center or call center file. No, this business segment is not with inside the cost center or profit center file because we understand for the combination, it might be a little bit I'm not complicated, but you will have several combination for this. Let's say for one of the call center, let's see, or profit center, because for profit center, you will maybe based on the subcontractor to create such call center, or sorry, not all. And maybe in this case, this subcontractor involve both export and import business. If this is the case, okay, if you create two profit center instead of one, then finally you will have a lot of profit center code generated. And therefore, after discuss with SFIT team, if the combination could be complicated or could be in many scenario, then they will just put it outside the profit center and call center setting. You know what I mean? Put it outside. So when you post journal, other than to choose the cost center for expense, you can, you should also indicate the business segment here. Two things.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, understand? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, got your point. That
Okay.
it will the future thing that how we are going to allocate this or add in the later.
Because another reason is for the call center, profit center code. Again, we cannot make the decision. We carry cannot make the decision because all these code come from the SF business operation systems. So if SF take the decision to allow create one more or not, then just to simplify it, I just take away this L4 analysis from the profit center and cost center, a separate analysis for our carry.
Got
You
it.
know what I mean?
Rebecca,
Ah,
question
ah,
here. So
yeah.
in future, if the operation create a new profit center or cost center in operation system, will it link directly to our SAP or we need to create based on the cost center from operation system? Or you will link, you auto link?
Auto link. Auto link, does it mean no manual work to create in SAP?
Yeah, for example, if they create ISB 99A, once they
Uh,
create in this cost center in operation system, will it be shown in the SAP automatic or they need to inform finance then to get the IT to create in SAP?
As far as I understand, because the SAP of Carry managed by Carry ourselves, therefore, I don't think it will create automatically. But once there is any new profit center or call center, you should email us, and then we, the Carry headquarter, create for you.
Understand. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, to all other colleagues in Vietnam, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, any other question?
So we will update the file and send to you today.
If possible, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
As in case of any concern not clear, maybe I directly contact to you, Rebecca.
Yes,
via
you can
email.
send me email. Yes.
I will
Yeah.
copy on the other in of Vietnam like Jason or Sam in the email.
Oh, okay. For other colleagues, even maybe you are not quite sure what to fill in, doesn't matter. Try your best to fill in and then send to us, and then we will get back to you. Any other thing need to update, etc.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So if there is no other question, then we end up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So thank you everyone, and bye
Thank you.
bye.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you,
Rebecca.
Shauna. Thank you,
you.
Shauna.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Just wait for them. This one maybe we
do UAT then, but this one I just fill the form first.
Yeah, fill the form. Maybe this is later. Okay. Because if SAP Vietnam do not operate SAP